Okay, today I'm going to be making taco pizza. And this is for everything I've got here. It comes from the grocery store. I'm going to be using these pre-made pizza crusts. There's a variety of different manufacturers out there. The store where I shop just happens to have this particular brand. And there's a lot of different varieties. I'm going to be using the whole wheat pizza crust. We're going to be using some lettuce. You can buy this pre-shredded. Some tomatoes. I'm going to be using an enchilada sauce. Sometimes you can find this called taco sauce. It's not a salsa or a picante with chunks. This is a very thin kind of a sauce. We're also going to be using ground beef and taco seasoning. And then top it all off with a little 4-cheese Mexican cheese. And then we're going to bake this all up into a really good pizza. The tomatoes and the lettuce will go on after it's been cooked. Okay, let me just show you the utensils I'm going to be using. Okay, the only thing we're going to be using today is a sharp knife to cut the tomatoes, a pizza cutter. I'm going to be using a measuring cup to measure some water for the taco seasoning, a bowl to put the tomatoes in, and a non-stick skillet for cooking the hamburger meat. And I'm going to be using a seasoned cooking stone. Now, you don't have to use a cooking stone. You can put the pizza directly on the grates, but I really like the seasoned cooking stone. It really makes your pizza come out really good. So that's a really cool tool to have there. All right, so let's get making our pizza. Okay, so one of the most time-consuming parts here will be actually cooking the hamburger meat. So I'm going to get this on the skillet and start it browning. We try to get the leanest meat possible when we're making anything out of hamburger meat. Okay, so now that the meat is brown, per the instructions on the package of taco seasoning, we want 3/4 cup of water, and then we'll add the seasoning. And let's stir this all up. Basically, you want to get all of that seasoning dissolved into the meat and water combination. All right, so there we go. That's all mixed up good. As you can see, this is way too soupy, and that's okay. This is mostly water. And what you want to do is go ahead and let this simmer, stir it occasionally, and you can see the steam coming out of here. This water will cook out, and it'll cook down into a more like what you would expect. Okay, and it doesn't really take very long. All right, so now we've got all the water cooked out of here. We can turn off the heat, remove this, and move on to the rest of the pizza. Let's get that going. All right, so what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be making the pizza itself. Now, I'm using a seasoned cooking stone. However, if you're reading the instructions for the pizza crust, it does recommend that you lightly brush the bottom with the olive oil. Just make sure you get a good extra virgin oil if you're going to do that. Now our sauce is going to be this enchilada sauce, so let's get this going here. I'll just leave that hooked on right there. And let's just pour a little of this right on here. Yeah, there we go. All right, and just spread that out. All right, I think that's good. Now we are going to use our hamburger meat. And I'm just going to use this this same spoon. And again, we're just kind of sprinkle it over here. It doesn't need to be real thick. Looks like we're going to have a little meat left over. We might have some beef nachos a little bit later. Boy, wouldn't that be good? A little leftover hamburger meat here. Let's see. See anywhere I missed? I think that's pretty good. All right. Now then we go for the cheese. This is my preferred brand, Sargento, and this is a four cheese Mexican mix. Start right here in the middle, kind of work my way around. All right, how's that look so far? Look pretty good. See a couple of thin spots. Right there, maybe right there, right there, right there. All right, let's slide this baby into the oven. Okay, according to the instructions, we want to preheat to 450. And then bring the temperature down to 425. Okay, nice and hot. My cooking stone is ready to go. Let's see if I can get this guy in here without making him too big of a mess. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. All right. All right. So now that needs to cook 7.5 to 10 minutes. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Let's get our tomatoes all cut up. Okay, so here's my little bowl, and I've already rinsed these guys. So now all we got to do is get slicing. All right, now I'm thinking about making these a little bit different manner. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to bring out this Pampered Chef gizmo here. Take those out, you don't have to wash them. Okay, I'm going to slice these guys before I cut them into chunks. This will go really fast. Ooh, gotta watch those. Now they do make a little thing that you can put on top of here, but I haven't lost too many fingers this way. Just have to kind of be careful and be smart about it. Come on, get out of there. Look at there. Isn't that yummy looking? Again, this is optional. You can do it all with the knife. All right, put this over in the sink. This is kind of a cheap way to do that. But that's okay. You don't tell anybody. I won't tell anybody. Just stack some of these guys up here and cut away. All right, so here we go. We got our tomatoes all cut up, ready for the next step. Okay, right now we're just waiting on the pizza in the oven. All right, so here we go. Here's our beautiful Mexican pizza. Enchilada sauce, taco hamburger meat, cheese, slightly golden brown. Now I do rinse the shreds before I put them on. And again, you just want to kind of make sure you get a good coverage with your lettuce and your tomato. Okay, that looks pretty good so far. Let's get some tomato on there now. This is my wife's favorite pizza, taco pizza. All right. Now here's the trick. What we're gonna do now, remember we had a little bit of this enchilada sauce left over. And I'm just gonna drizzle a little right over the top here. Just a very little bit. Just to add a little bit more something here. And you know, we're not looking to ground it. All right, I think that's it. Now all we gotta do is cut it up. Nice sharp pizza cutter. You can hear that crunch. It's gonna be a good pizza. All right, let's serve it up. All right, so there you have it. Taco pizza. Fairly easy, guaranteed to be delicious, and all made with items from the grocery store. And I hope you enjoy.